Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm bringing you another single issue review. This week we're talking about X-Men Hellfire Gala issue number 1. This just released this Wednesday at the time of this recording, and it's a brand new oversized X-Men one-shot. As many of you guys know, we had a whole different X-Men Hellfire Gala last year. It's seeming like they're going to make this an ongoing thing, at least until this whole Krakoan era of X-Men ends. And honestly, I'm not actually getting any X-Men comics right now, so just keep that in mind as I go through this quick, spoiler-free review of this issue. I'll just talk about some of the general plot points, but not actually get into any details or any major spoilers. For the most part, I'd say I did enjoy this issue. It took a really long time to read, I'll say that much. It cost $8. We've got Jerry Duggan writing this, like 4 different artists on this, I think. I will say that the art did flow pretty nicely. Even though there were so many different people on it, you could actually not really see the stark difference in between different art styles like you might in other comics. They did pretty well with that. But like I said, it did take a while to read. It took me probably about an hour. I didn't time it or anything, but that's how much I would say. Because this is a 60-page comic, I think you get about 60 pages of actual content within it for $8, so you do get what you pay for, I would say. It is pretty word-heavy. Jerry Duggan does not refrain from having some pretty heavy dialogue, some pretty long conversations in between characters, and the Hellfire Gala itself only takes place with about half of this issue. I'd say the latter half of it actually has the Hellfire Gala in it, and to be completely honest, not too much happens within the gala itself. There's not too many big announcements. The main thing that happens in this issue actually happens before the Hellfire Gala even starts, and it's something that just happened out of the pages of Jerry Duggan's ongoing X-Men run. What I will say is that since I don't get any other X-Men titles right now, I just wanted to get the gala because I got all of last year's Hellfire Gala. A lot of those plot points from Jerry Duggan's ongoing X-Men run and maybe some other series that I'm just not getting right now, I didn't really understand what they were talking about. So this is definitely not new reader friendly. If you're watching this and you've never gotten a single X-Men comic as part of, Jonathan Hickman's whole Krakoan era of X-Men, I'd say don't pick this up. It's not a good jumping on point, but there are some really cool different plot elements. As you all know, there is a new team of X-Men that's revealed. I wouldn't say that's much of a spoiler because we all voted on it a few months back for one of the new members, so we get to see who that was. It wasn't who I voted for, but that's alright. And the new X-Men team, I'm assuming, are just going to be the new team on the X-Men ongoing series, just switching up a couple of the members. Some of the old ones are still staying, but I won't spoil any more than that. One dynamic that I will talk about a little bit, this might be a minor spoiler, but this was already revealed in that free comic book day issue a few months back that had a Hellfire Gala preview kind of backup story that led into Hellfire Gala. We get this plot point throughout the whole issue where Moira McTaggart has somehow taken control of Mary Jane Watson. Basically, Mary Jane, who's obviously Spider-Man's girlfriend, not anymore right now in current Amazing Spider-Man issues, as you guys know who read that series, but she's been taken over by Moira McTaggart through this necklace. So Moira is piloting her, and the reason that Mary Jane is there is because her aunt has been taking the Krakoan drugs. It's been curing her cancer, so she's kind of become the face for selling these different drugs. She probably has like a brand deal. We see Mary Jane's dynamic with Spider-Man, who has his own suit at the Hellfire Gala. We get a bunch of new fashion looks and everything, but to be completely honest, in conclusion, for this whole issue as a whole, it was a lot smaller than last week's Hellfire Gala and a lot less eventful than last year's Hellfire Gala. Because last year we had like the death of Scarlet Witch, that led into a bunch of stuff. We had Storm revealed as the regent of Mars and just the X-Men terraforming Mars in the first place. This time around, all we got was another X-Men team, which has kind of already happened. That also happened last year, and we also voted last year, so it was kind of just recurring things and then dealing with some things that had already happened in the X-Men ongoing series. I know I'm being pretty general here. I'm trying to dance around not revealing any spoilers here. You gotta read this for yourself if you really want to find out. So to wrap things up with this short review, I always give you guys something out of 10 for these single issue reviews. For this one, I'm gonna give this issue a 7 out of 10. Just as someone who hasn't read X-Men comics in a little while, I don't get any X-Men ongoing series. There are a couple plot points that I just didn't really quite understand that I hadn't been following up on, and it's really not a good issue for new readers. Plus, just some things about the gala were a little bit disappointing. Nothing that crazy was announced, so don't expect it to be too much like last year's Hellfire Gala, but it was still a really enjoyable issue in and of itself. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to show a little bit more support if you want to the channel by hitting the subscribe button down below, and be sure to let me know your thoughts on this year's X-Men Hellfire Gala down in the comment section below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.